A guy does not want to feel like a trick when he's really getting the experience from that woman. So it could be derogatory to a lot of tricks when they hear that, because the biggest thing that a trick says to the girls is, I don't want my money going to no.
Real life. If it ain't real life,
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
He was salivating. He like, oh,
I had to give a little CPR.
Oh yeah.
And bring it back. Let them know, man, tricking is cool. You know what I'm saying? Gotta bring the pimps back.
How was for the world reacting to you? That was your introduction to the world.
I was just like, man, everybody, a lot of people say inspired them to start tricking. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them was like, man, they came out the closet.
we got us some more.
You know what I'm saying? They was like, when Kim spit his pimping, I came back with my tricking. So they say it was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? We had fun. They say, well, a lot of people liked it.
Did your DM start jumping?
It's jumping. It's still jumping.
Still?
Yeah, I got about 2 or 3, 4, 5 new girlfriends.
Look at that
I was
guy.
in California and everything. I'm gonna fly one in.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah.
Circle of life. That's how it goes, man.
Yeah,
Tricking
it's
to
going
pimping.
down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Roos, let me ask you real quick. Did you see that pimp versus trick?
Yeah, I caught a little bit of it. I'm glad tricks exist. I need them. You know what I'm saying? Without them, it'd be hard for me. But I kind of skimmed through it, and I just got, had to get on up out of there because the pimp ain't supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to be interacting with tricks. You know what I'm saying?
They have to go take a bath afterward.
I'm gonna give him the book when I leave.
Oh,
yeah,
signed and delivered.
Signed and delivered for him.
All right, there we go.
He'll be tricking by next week.
Oh damn! He said, "Oh
I'm
shit!"
gonna turn it to the real game.
I got a bunch of breakdown for him that's gonna really reevaluate his tricking though. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of breakdown for him though this go round. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt that though. In a week, I doubt that shit.
Yeah,
so let me ask: when it comes to the word or the label a trick or the label a pimp, did y'all feel like when y'all interaction? Is one a derogatory term or the other? Like, do y'all feel like the name has got elevated since this conversation happened? Like, is trick a derogatory term or is it more elevated or pimp?
I'll tell you a funny story. I'm getting my Cardi's fixed at the store, at the jewelry store, and 2 brothers came in and they said, "Man, I saw that thing between you and Will." He said, "I'm you, Pimpin Kid, my buddy, he will." So niggas had already picked their side. This nigga say he's a trick, and his partner say, "Nah, I'm pimping." You know what I mean? It was funny because, I can't say nothing bad about it, but we end up going to this club called Opium. They bought a VIP. They invited me. Some good young guys out of, I think they was out of North Carolina, I believe.
I like his enthusiasm about it, but it's from my experience with the girls. A guy does not want to feel like a trick when he's really getting the experience from that woman. So it could be derogatory to a lot of tricks when they hear that, because the biggest thing that a trick says to the girls is, I don't want my money going to no. You know what I'm saying? So when he says that, he's very much outspoken. But I've seen a lot of tricks, when I look through the phone and shit like that, man, why you talking to me like I'm a trick? You got slick tricks. He's a slick trick. You know what I'm saying? You got slick tricks out there. You know what I'm saying? But then you got tricks that be like, hey man, this is a fantasy that I'm paying for. I don't want to feel like, man, I'm just giving you some money. I want to feel like I'm helping you and you helping me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys that don't want to hear that shit.
No trick. They're horse playing.
But this what I was gonna tell you though. This what I was gonna tell you though. The type of that you trick on, that you look for, you wouldn't be able to really just see none of my hoes because it's a lot of GFE going on in your trick situation.
Yeah,
and that's probably gonna be over a lot of the squares head. You type of trick you probably gonna My bitch gonna lay in the bed with you, roll over in the sheets with you. My hoes can't do that. Excuse me. My hoes can't get off in the bed and kiss you in the mouth and do a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
hold on.
My hoes,
Tricks don't
you
do
know,
no kissing.
For those who
I
don't
leave
know
that
what
for the
GFE
pimps.
is girlfriend
Leave that-
experience.
Yeah, I leave that with the pimps. I don't do no kissing.
Wait. So, Will, you said though that you like to pay bills.
Yeah, I like
But
to pay
if you
bills.
found out that she didn't pay the bill, but she gave it to a pimp,
I
wouldn't
mean,
that hurt your feelings?
nah, but listen, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm a trick. So at the end of the day, what's on the opposite side of this? She gotta have somebody she giving the money to.
I mean, yeah, the electric company, what if the light's still off?
Say that's her business. She
and
fucked out.
that's why I like
she
it.
fucked her business out.
That's why I like
You
it.
feel what I'm saying? Look, so all the tricks out there. If you a trick, be a trick. Don't be scared to be a trick.
Is that in the book?
Yeah,
Don't
it
be
tell you
scared
that
to
be
Don't
confident.
be scared to be a trick.
Man, don't be scared to be a trick. Man, they ain't scared to be a what?
Yeah.
You see that?
Hey, but let me chime in on what Rooster was saying, right? So in '91, we was in DC. The track was live. You know, some of the biggest pimps from all over the world. We was out there mashing like Idaho potatoes, right? Just really checking that track, you know. And a lot of the tricks were senators and congressmen. Believe this or not, they were senators and congressmen. The hoes would come back and tell the pimp, you know, that guy from TV, you know, he's a senator, he's a congressman. And I think that's why they so hard on pimping now, man. That's why they got human trafficking, because like Rooster said, a lot of them, you know, they can't stand being called a trick, or they can't stand breaking bread with this hoe, then this hoe giving it to a pimp. So when you see a lot of these laws and stuff, you see these senators, some of these the same motherfuckers that was dating these hoes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why you always say human trafficking. They so hard on it because the tricks got buyer's remorse. You know, they mad because they can't see how a black man from the ghetto can get out here and get these beautiful white women and have themselves, you know, like 95 going north, got their legs open like Warner cables. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so that's why you see a lot of laws, and you have to ask the question, how in the is they so hard on pimping when, you know, pimping go back, you know, all the way in the Bible. The Bible was written thousands of years ago. The Torah was over 6,000 years. They was talking about hoeing. They call them whorelats. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so how in the in 2025 is hoeing and pimping a case or a crime? When
Were there
hoeing,
tricks in the Bible?
huh?
Were there tricks in the Bible?
Genesis
Of course there was
2020.
tricks in the Bible. Of course. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Who was
you
the
know,
trick in the Bible? Hold on. Who was the trick in the Bible?
Genesis 2020 is a form of pimping. That's a scripture. That's a form of pimping involved in Genesis. You just go read Genesis 2020. You just read that whole scripture, and you know, it don't come out and say he ain't in the Bible popping his collar and I just sent the, but he sent the woman. He sent her. But with the play that he put in position, in that you understand what I'm saying? That it was some pimping involved.
And it was like a trick back then would be the same trick, because, you know, they didn't have a fiat. The fiat is the dollar. It was the barter system. You know, a favor for a favor. You know, quid pro quo. That's how the game was in the beginning. You know, these women, they would work, you know, for, you know, they give sexual favors for different things that they need, food and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you think about that and you think about human trafficking, you think about the laws, you can see why the pimping is public enemy number one. It's because the same people that's making the laws is the ones that's dating the hoes. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they so harsh on pimping. Now, but like I said, the first human trafficking was what? Slavery. The first to come to this country and was they used human trafficking, like they said, sex workers and workers for free was us. We had 250 years. We had a 250-year tax on our asses. It was 5 million slaves during prior to 1865, Lincoln Emancipation Proclamation. So out of 5 million slaves, if you paid their minimum wages at that time was $50, 50 cents an hour, that would be $4 a day times 20. That would be $20 million times 5. That would be 4 times 5. It would be $20 million a day times 265 years. See what I'm saying? But they get mad because they check for $1,000. And they don't want to make human trafficking retroactive. Why? Because they'd be the first to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? For their four parents. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to understand. We look at this tricking and this pimping, but we don't look at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? When we first looked at human trafficking, they said what they say. They told us Philippines. They said from Guam, they was banging people over here, little 13-year-old girls. How did it ever end up on Malcolm X Boulevard? How did it end up in Oak Cliff? How did it end up in South Dallas? Now is going to jail for human trafficking for some shit that they said it was some shit that some foreigners was doing. You know, because they mad at the pimping, the tricks, the white tricks. He love pimping.
Yeah.
But the white tricks mad at the pimping, man.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Moolah. Hey.